I would know at the moment because there hardly a bush to be got in the place. And them that had are very stunted.
Yeah.
But the original name that you had at Carrickeel might have some more.
No, that's the type group that was going on.
That's right.
You know, around there somewhere would be the fort. Maybe
That's
this one
right.
or that one.
That's one of them. That's the fair one. And that's the near one to the road, is it?
There was over Snake.
Yeah, well,
The road comes from to,
that's Sandwood now, isn't it?
no, it's the town road.
It's the one.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's a village at Creevagh.
Yeah.
So there's
Those are all
many
the
small
things.
rivers that flow into it.
That's right.
Another one there.
Yes, there's only the one of every consequence. That's the undocumented test. And that's what what do you call
Creevagh
that?
Head.
Creevagh Head, yes.
Thin Wild.
That's it. Damon War.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's Caha.
Caha, that's Caha, right. Right.
Then you come
Cormora Tara
yeah.
and Lacatara Wilfigure.
Oh, that's one
Okay.
there.
That's the label actually is in the wrong places on Inchies. That's that Avenue.
That's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And around here would be the Crumlech or the municipal
Crumlech, yeah.
ground.
And the rest of the war.
Right.
But there's water here too. Right there.
Now this is from the tower head and looking out at the Atlantic.
That's right.
And down on the
Looking
Creevagh
east and
Sound.
north. Looking east now.
Wow.
Because of the Alps Mountain in the distance. Creevagh
Creevagh,
School.
yeah. And the Creevagh
That's the
village.
old town village of
Village,
Creevagh.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the village, main village of Creevagh itself.
Creevagh. O'Donovan of 1838 says it came from Creevagh, C-R-I-O-B-H-A-C-H, meaning leafy or bushy land. Now there are many Creevaghs and townlands named from that in Ireland. Today there are very few trees to be found here, just a few stunted hedges. In 1838 it contained over 651 acres, including 290 acres of uncultivated land. It was owned by Charles Knox of Castlelachen. Tenants had at 6 shillings an acre. There were 36 families here. They grew crops of oats, flax and potatoes. It had a signal tower back here, and the village of Creevagh down here. In 1856 the immediate letter of it was still Colonel Charles Knox. Sir William Roger Palmer, the baronet, had over 132 acres of it, leased from him. The townland of Snow, he owned it, I should have said. The townland or tenants were Anthony Tighe, Martin Thomas, Bridget Tighe, John Croft, Anthony Hale, Michael Hale, Thomas Lyon, John Lyon, John Kelly, John Flanley, Martin Tighe, Bartholomew Timpany, John McCabe, Catherine Tighe, Patrick Welch and Colonel Charles Knox. In 1641 it was called Carrickeel, this townland, and the townland proprietor was the Earl of Cork. This here was called the tower.
Yeah.
None of you ever saw it standing, did you? No. Any idea when it was built? Yeah, well, O'Donovan in his notes has it down in 1838 as a signal tower. Now, I suppose, have you any idea what it would be signaling, you know, or what was the purpose of this tower being here at all now?
Well, what I heard about it, that it was in case of the French landing again.
Yeah.
The French had to come again. That these places were built for to watch the coast to give it a pause.
But there's a great view from it.
There is. Yeah. They could sight all shipping coming in and going out. You were telling me there that your father had something about this tower years ago.
Well, not today outside. He was only a small house.
Yeah.
The father was standing in the door looking out today, a big wind. And that's what the word people offered him, he said the tower is down.
The tower is down. How long ago, Tom, would you think that was? 140 years ago? Couldn't be 140 years ago. Maybe 120 years ago, would it? So that shed down there with the red tin on it, that's where your father lived?
Yes,
So he'd be one of the nearest men to the towers to see you. Yeah. Now I thought this was a round tower, but you were telling me that you thought it was a square building or a rectangle.
They used to play home.
Yeah.
Yes, I was told.
Yeah. You didn't hear what height it was? Or was
No,
it
I
height?
didn't. That was where they used to have the flagstaff.
The little mound there, a flagstaff. Oh, yeah. Tower is there behind us now, and I believe there were soldiers in it at one time.
Yes, there was soldiers, yeah.
How many did you hear been in it?
Well, two, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had one fact about them. They were away drinking one night. And they came home, they were hungry. And there was bacon and cabbage. Pot of bacon and cabbage. Very fun for their dinner.
Right.
Home. So it was dished up, plates, mush and fish soup, and it was dished up on one plate and one dish for them, and they sat and ate. But anyway, one of them, he wasn't too happy with the weight on the pot. An extra from the use of the pot, I couldn't tell you, but anyway, he threw them away and he delved into the finger.
Yeah.
So the other fellow had a good hefty knife. When he got the hand coming to the plate this time, he gave the hand and he left the 4 fingers on the plate.
So he has fingers from the nose.
Yeah, fingers on the plate.
Couldn't be fish fingers here, right?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that'll be one of his mates, one of the soldiers.
Yeah.
Well, they used to have the horses down and stop them over below there.
Where was that now? Down the village?
Just below there, the first at Kelly's house below.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're out stable.
They were established to accommodate the town.
Was it? Yeah.
I was told that it was not being said of it. But maybe
Now, that concrete what we see back there is a well. Now, it had its name and history attached to it, hadn't it? Didn't it? I had, oh yeah.
Covered the side there, the soldiers there.
The well of the soldiers. And the soldiers you have in mind, the soldiers they had in mind at the time were the soldiers that lived up here in the tower. Was there ever an attack or anything made on it?
No, not the real.
No. Quite people living here.
White people.
They never poisoned the well or anything on them, did they?
No.
They were all present.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. Them houses over there now, they're in...
I was past the Rohan.
Was it?
You cannot see them over there. These mountain stones in the middle of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But these houses there in the background, they were in Flagbrook.
Yeah.
Oh, they are in Flagbrook, aren't they? So there's no townland today as Flagbrook since, I believe, 1838. It's called Creevagh. Yeah. So this is the townland boundary of Flagbrook that has disappeared.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it disappeared
And it
around.
goes all the way right down to the sea.
Yeah, this bit here is the one.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
real concern.
So it was a long, narrow townland, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And that one now has disappeared from history. Yes?
I'm standing on the site of the flag staff that used to be here when this tower was in action. And all these towers had a site like this, had a spot where they had a flag staff. And from this point they used to signal to the other signal towers around the coast. Probably one more back in the traffic in here, they're using flags in the old semaphore system. As it going in those days, there was no telephone or the like of radios. So one guy stood here with a pair of flags and he passed on a message to the guy behind who was sitting there with a telescope, I suppose it would be in those days, taking it down, and he gave it to the guy next to who was getting it down, and they in turn passed it on to another signalling station.
Yeah.
So eventually it was passed in on to some headquarters.
Yeah.
If they cited anything on sea or whatever information was going on.
So there were signal information from here.
Information and very quickly too.
Yeah.
Each system of flags meant a certain level of the alphabet.
Yeah.
Quite small.
Yeah, yeah,
It's called a semaphore.
yeah.
Now this is the flag group. This is the flag group over here, around Laka, as was known in the olden days.
Yeah.
It gave its name. Well, the stream is the river itself, and you can see from the bottom of the sort of the bottom flag.
Yeah.
So the flag.
So the flags are there and the brook is there. The brook is the river.
It gave its name to the townland which has disappeared off the Ordnance Survey.
Yeah.
And I don't even find the recorded it included it in Tighe.
flag road.
There is, yes. But there is by tradition and everything else. By townland, same flag road here between Dunadoba and Creevagh.
Right.
Now all the land on this side of it, on this side of the river is Tighe, now known as Creevagh. And on this other side of it here is Dunadoba.
Yeah. So the river is the boundary,
The river is the boundary between the two towns.
going all the way down to the
All
sea.
the way down to the sea. You see that old house that's fell in up there?
Yeah.
Well, that was what the man that lived there was a man named Pat Hale. They knew him as Patty and Hale. And that was his old house. Now there's one fort, since you see the corner sticking out there to the left of it.
Yeah.
And there's another one further down the field here, down on top of the rise. You can't see very much of it
Yeah.
here, but that's about the location.
One of these gave its name to Dunadoba, I think.
One of them gave its name to Dunadoba.
Yeah.
It's the only fort you can find in the area.
Yeah. Oh, Barry, there was an old house here you were talking about.
Yes. And there was a man there called Hale.
Yeah.
And there was an old woman there, and she was in charge of this place down here, looking after this place where the people are pulling the farmer or cruising.
Oh, yeah.
And this man decided to kill her, so he killed her one night. And that finished the place of the
Yeah. Pulling of the cruiser, was
pulling
it?
of the cruiser.
Yeah. Well, now, the people here, like, they owned part of the shore down there, was that it?
Well, I don't know that they owned the part of the store, but she was in charge anyway.
Oh, yeah.
That's the landlord or somebody.
It does.
And they had a caretaker.
But they had her anyway for preventing the
So
people.
it was all about pulling the cruiser, as they
Wow.
call it, or the cranach down at the
Ran
shore.
across the shore.
Yeah.
And this man decided to kill her.
Well, did they have to pay her or give her something if they wanted to pull it or what?
Well, no, because she wouldn't allow anyone.
Oh, I see, I
Yeah.
see, I see.
She wouldn't take compensation.
Sean Heavy, that would be his mother or his wife?
Well, I don't know what
Yeah.
her name is.
Yeah. Across the river there is Dunadoba, and your father was telling you about an eviction that took place over there, must be, what, 100 years ago, I
It was
suppose.
that one.
Yeah. Can you tell me something about the eviction, or who was evicted there?
Well, there was a family in the McGovern's elected.
Yeah.
And I believe other families as well that I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
But he told me that this family in McGovern's were evicted, and the teacher that was in Killeen,
Yeah.
a man named Martin Hughes,
Yeah.
left the scholars over to see the eviction.
Yeah.
And they threw everything outside the house, the goose and the gander and the chickens and everything else, and set fire to the house.
Yeah.
With the English police.
Did they use a batter and ran the batter down the door?
That's what I don't know,
Yeah.
but can't say that.
Yeah.
Well, it was this in Miss Gardner's time.
That could be before Mr. Before Mr. Nearly hit his line.
Well, here's that. On the right hand side of the road over
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
That's where the gate is, just behind the gate you can see. There must be a bracket out there.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got two forts here. This is one of them. It doesn't look much of a fort today, does it?
No, okay.
And the road has probably gone through
Well,
part of
it
it.
was here fairly fast. Give me one on this side because there was a double in. There was a double in.
Was there?
No, don't see it.
Oh, there's a ring around here,
Down below is bigger.
and there's one on the outside.
Old town home is taken by the line.
It's on a single.
A single ring. Yeah. So it must be one or other of these two forts here that must have given Dunadoba the name. There's no fort. There's no fort in Dunadoba. This is the village of the old village of Flagbrook, isn't it? Yeah. Now in Creevagh.
Now here we have a road which goes nowhere. It's come up from nowhere and it's going nowhere. Nobody seems to know very much about it. So if there's a famine relief work, or what it's called, if there's a famine relief work, I'm surprised that there's more known about it. It's laid out well. It's start a period from any type of road we know that was built
Around here at the time.
around here at the time.
Yeah.
It's laid out the main stone deck here in the middle. Then you had a fence and you had a drainage provided on each side. It was most unusual in those days. They were nearly always relied on natural drainage and they were here, there and everywhere. But these were specially put drains. They laid out more or less on the lines, roughly on the lines of the old Roman roads, same type of structure. So you had a cross deck of stone and you had two drainage passages on each side.
Yeah.
It continues on. The stones were spread on it here, but they're not here. The stones were never spread here. This is just a bit cut out. They're spread part of the way over there, and there's the mountain stones are left broken in the middle in other places where they were never spread.
Yeah, never finished.
Never finished.
Kind of an unfinished road.
An unfinished road.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to bypass all the bins, come out behind them side group and go across from Creevagh Park and come out beyond the Timber Range and that like again.
And that's like
This is only, it could happen, but take that line, it could cut out most of the bins that we know on the road today.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to it, never
would it cut out the tower head?
cut out the road.
Make it easier on the horses.
Oh yeah. It's nearly 50 flat here.
Yeah.
It's a good forerunner here, modern motorway.
Good engineering work too, wouldn't it?
It's well laid out engineering.
Yeah.
It's laid out, well, we should be laid out basically on what the railway like to be laid out in those days. Depends how it's done.
Could have been going in this direction too, wouldn't it?
Going off there, but it's supposed to come out behind the flag group.
Oh, at the river.
Well, some say at the river and it's also said that it's come out behind the Breddie Hale house, which may make it even a better job, so it's even straighter
Yeah.
and flatter.
Yeah.
To avoid the river, the depression there to the drop.
Yeah. So this is the town on the flag route, isn't it?
This is still on the flag group.
I'll tell them to go on.
Now this place where they're sitting up here is called Tighe. Any old outcroppers in Ireland with a flag face on it is generally referred to as Tighe, and there's several of them all over the place. This is the name of the zone. The rock face is the rock face called Tighe.
Coming there, you're standing on an old road. The old bog road. Wasn't called that, was it? What did you call it? Where was it? Oh, this was the original road from Breeding, wasn't it? Yeah. Where did it come out?
That's Dublin Moor.
Oh, I see.
That's beyond the country.
That's at the Creevagh.
That's the bridge.
Yeah, in the Creevagh village.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this was used up until what time? Oh, yeah.
I don't know when that is.
To suit the tower.
Yeah.
And
So much.
that built that road. Yeah. So this is Shanborn. This is the tower road here, isn't it? Over the tower.
Yeah.
So on the left there, Tom, or on my left, it'll be on your right. There was a heap of stones one time, wasn't there?
Yes, the one,
Yeah.
it used to be called Yaster, and that was just trying to place it.
Yeah. Big with a big stone.
I know.
Yeah. So this Lasterborn was each side of the road, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
because all one is what it looks like.
Oh, I see, yeah. So it had the name before the road was built here.
Now, this is the other end of Shanwater here. We saw the last of it back on the other side of Lasterborn. You can trace it along there by the fences that you can see. It was laid out in the bed of a river. This was customary in those days because landlords compelled the locals to travel in riverbeds and whatever. They didn't like them travelling through their land on roads, so this is what you had to put up with those days.
It would be very comfortable travelling on that kind of a road.
Now, it was a very rough surface, but then people were used to that sort of thing in those days. This is the
Okay,
Tower
okay,
Road.
okay.
It's known the other this side is known as the Tower Road. On the other side is Lasterborn.
Quarry up there too, isn't it?
There's quarry on both sides of the tower actually. You have the white stone, freestone quarry on this side, on the other side is the coloured stone. You get the quarries in this day, you go about 10 feet of broken stone on top of the main bedrock. And you quarry those, but when you get down to bedrock, that's it. You won't quarry that all except you use every night. This is sort of common in Creevagh. These are the places they used to call the Gory Beggar. Now there must have been a village here, although there's no tradition of there having been any village in it. But there's enough stones there to build a very big village. Thrown around in fences and sort of bits of walls of houses and whatever. There must have been a habitation there at times. Whatever became of it.
Now here is
Sablamore.
The building behind you here now, man, is called Sablamore. Yeah. Why do they call that anyone now? The big stable.
The big stable was where the soldiers used to have their horses.
Soldiers over in the tower.
The tower.
Yeah.
And that was there.
That one there.
Yeah.
You didn't ever hear how many horses they had
Well,
in
they
it?
didn't know.
Or any legends about the horses?
Legends about the horses, that was Dublin Moor, but the
Yeah.
soldiers used to have their horses.
Now beside this here too lived a doctor of Stoke, wasn't it? The seventh son.
That's what he's saying, yeah.
That was John Clifford.
Clifford,
Yeah, yeah. He had shoes for Ringworm. Anything else?
Well, I don't know anything else.
I think that's about all.
Ringworm.
That's about all.
And he travelled the length and breadth of Ireland, shouldn't he?
Did he?
Down to Kerry and to Cork and different places when he was in England.
Did he then?
I often had him in that. He used to want to train things about it.
Yeah. Would people send for him or what?
Well, it must be that they used to send for him.
Yeah.
And he told a fella that came a few years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Not too long than that. But anyway, he was married to Frank Kennedy's daughter in America.
Yeah.
And he tried all the hospitals and doctors in New York. And he had ringworm all over his body, and John Clifford told me that he never saw what state.
Yeah.
And he came to him on a Monday, and he rubbed his hand on him, you know, whatever else he did.
Yeah.
And on Thursday he could see an improvement.
Yeah.
But when he had finished with him, came again on Thursday, and then on the next Monday, and he had finished with him, he was quite all right.
Yeah.
Sure.
He could in a book too, I think, yeah.
He
The
did,
second
yeah,
unit
he
from
did.
Michael, I think.
Mike, he was.
Yeah. He was good, all right.
He was. I was telling that to Tom O'Day, and he was laughing, he keep laughing at it.
He didn't believe it.
He didn't believe it. Well,
Yeah.
I said, the only way you believe it, I said, is when it's tonight.
Is that the house here? Right.
That's it, yeah.
And you can tell him.
What was it? Was it a carpenter shop?
Well,
And one carpenter that was working there was at a few.
there was two, four of them before.
Who were the Hale's, were they? Yeah. What were they turning out?
Both.
Oh,
They were both right, and wheelwright. Wheelwright and both right.
yeah. And carpenters. And coffin makers.
And cotton making.
Now, someone said they were coopers making barrels, were they?
They were making cuttings and barrels and both. They were both right and wheelwright.
Yeah. Good tradesmen.
But they were.
You saw them, Roger, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Very well.
I often heard my mother talking about them there, but me hauling for it.
Yeah.
And they made coffins too. Anybody there around the place, they had to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made cotton, thousand and one.
Did they? Yeah, yeah. How long ago since they were working down here?
But they into the bag and they never cared for me.
Did they not?
You know.
Yeah.
40 years ago. They went 40 years
40
ago.
years ago. 40 years ago they were working here. Yeah.
I don't know. The coffee was the best thing I did.
So you saw the roof on the workshop and the things.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the lid.
Yeah,
Had
the
they?
frame saw, they saw their own thing.
Did they?
And made their own, and made the best of furniture.
Did they?
Oh, it's nearly all furniture.
Yeah. There was a new shed down there, Sean.
Right. The little jam.
Yeah.
It was known as the local tailor jam.
Yeah.
So there was a tailor operation around there. He told his name was Langan.
The Taylor Lang.
Tailor Langan, you probably know him.
There was later Lang and Peter Thomas and
They
Martin.
live here now, sitting in the corner. But
Yeah, yeah. They
Very
probably was.
popular, it's probably
Yeah,
the same Langan.
yeah.
Okay.
So they had the tailor and the carpenter here.
And apparently they had the two carpenters and the tailor also had a blacksmith.
Yes, and the doctor was up here on the.
Well, he was sort of seventh son.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
I think that he was too, he was doing ringworm and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I think, Roger, there was a weaver here in this village someplace,
You want to here over here?
on the right hand side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a blacksmith far over there too, wasn't there?
Actually, there were about 200 yards over the road.
Far over than where Clifford used to live, Tom Clifford. Now you're telling me there was a forge up here somewhere in the background, was there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where do you think it'll be now?
Up there.
On the hill?
Yeah.
Never heard of who it belonged to?
No.
Yeah. Will it be Kelly's or any of them? No?
No, I don't think we can.
Yeah. But there was a forge here at one time.
There was a forge here.
Yeah, and all this land you were telling me was in Rundale.
All of them.
Yeah. Telling me there that your father was saying one time that there was a weaver someplace in the village.
There was.
There was.
They held that out.
Yeah. We don't know, you never remember hearing him saying who it might be or where it might be situated.
No, he never mentioned.
Yeah,
Right.
We thought for somewhere around across from your own house there, across the road at Anthony Gaelic, around there.
Yeah. Somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there. That'll be over here someplace.
Yeah.
So that's the side wall there of an old house, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there it looks like a wall now. And you were telling me here that Mrs. Tighe lived here.
Maybe he can live there in that, to that wall there.
Yeah. She taught in that Latin, the old school where Latin.
She did.
Do you remember her that she was teaching up here in Creevagh school
She was in Creevagh school.
for a while? Yeah. And then her daughter, she was Mary Ann Tighe. Well, she must have been a Mrs. Mary Ann Tighe. She taught there too around 1911, 1915.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And I think they moved away then over here today.
They did. They went to get fine.
Did they? Ah, yeah. Yeah. So this is where they lived.
That's where they lived there.
So there were two teachers at one time living in Creevagh, wasn't there?
They was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Three people.
What was that? Who was the third one?
My garden.
Oh my God, was here.
Garden.
Yeah. Well, the three didn't live here together. They
No,
didn't.
no.
Yeah, that's different times. Two of them would be here together. So
Two.
you had everything in the village: the blacksmith and the weaver and the teacher and the seventh son.
We had everything.
You had everything in the village. Yeah. Self-sufficient village.
Yeah. Everything.
You were telling me there that you heard of a Miss Campbell teaching up in Creevagh school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
You don't remember her first name?
No, I can't think of it.
She'd be related some way to old McGodden anyhow, wouldn't she?
You were?
His wife's sister or something, would it be?
Yeah, that's it.
From Raroyin or somewhere.
Yep.
Well, that was Langan's house, was it, at one time?
No, Langan's house was there and it's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone completely.
And there was a few brothers at the minute, wasn't there?
That's true.
Yeah. One of them was in the IRA, wasn't he?
It was gone.
John. He was a traveller
For Boston Field.
yes, and he lived in Dublin, Hollybank Road.
39 Hollybank Road.
Yeah, I was there, I remember him. Now, he was also in the IRA, wasn't he? And he was sought after too by the Tans, wasn't he?
Well, he was coming.
Was he then? Yeah. Did they come here a few times looking for him?
Well, they did. They
Yeah.
did, and Hugh Nolan and himself from Paddy was there. Well, they got word that they were coming that morning. And we were just going to school that
Yeah.
morning over to the school
Yeah.
there. And the times were there, was about 20 of them. And they said not to be afraid, come along.
Yeah.
We were afraid of the tanks, we saw them.
That's right.
But anyway, they went off. You see, don't think this way. But they got away from them.
They got away.
They did.
But when the war was over, when the Tans had left and the settlement was made in 1920-21,
Yeah.
I think he was arrested by the Free State.
He was,
wasn't
he was.
Yeah.
He was arrested. He was down fixing politics. Because it was Sunday morning.
Yeah.
He was down fixing politics. And your uncle,
John Levin.
John Levin was in it. And Nicky Cochran from the window over. He was the worker of a lot of it.
And what about that other fella from behind Breddie?
One of these.
Yeah.
Nicky. All that was bothering Nicky had me mother saying over the whole section.
Was it?
She was bothered about that in the section. But they went to Ballycastle Mass. That's on Sunday morning, they went to Ballycastle Mass. They arrested me from Clifford and doing it over. On
Yeah.
the way back. And they let them into Mass to Ballycastle. And John Langan, another John Langan from behind Ballycastle, came up the street along with Martin Clifford and John Langan.
Yeah.
And Nicky Cochran was in it and doing it over. He said, go in there, you too, he said to John Langan. But anyway, the three of them went and better than that. But however, for some time after that, they got free. Miss Cochran was in it. And Joe Hale was both on Brownstein.
Yeah.
John Hale was in. But John Langan went, he was going to keep Nicky Cochran there in the driving for them. But then just see on the book there that had me on Manny wrote about orders from the IRA was to shoot all these cans, all the can prisoners. Didn't you see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that was wrong.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe it was. Maybe
All
it was.
what the boy didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, what happened to Langan eventually? Did he serve any time in jail or anything?
Well, I don't know how long the war was. It was sort of fought in the war, but Jack Cochran and the Ballycastle got them out.
Yeah.
Jack had a big spade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jack Cochran and the Ballycastle.
Yeah. That was the Free State that arrested him.
Yes,
Our own government. wasn't
That's
it?
right, that's right.
Yeah. Getting Castle must be a fine Gale man, a big...
He was, and he had great experience.
Yeah.
That Castle,
Yeah. So that ended the fair.
That ended the trial.
Yeah. Did you ever see him with weapons or anything? Guns or rifles or handguns or...
Well, I didn't know. There might be anything known to me.
Yeah, I'm sure there were. I'm sure they had them. Yeah.
There must have
Yeah.
been. Paddy was here last couple of months ago. I was back with him one day when he was supposed to go to the motorcycle.
Right. In the background here is the house where John Gordon lived. Now, I don't know when he lived here or when it was built. He owned about 3 or 4 pigs of land up here too. Now, he was teaching in the school way up here on the other end of the townland. Now, he stayed in Kearney, Pat Kearney, where the late school was in Lacken, when he was married to one of the Camels, Marie Camel of Raruyan, and he used to walk up and down to teaching at Lacken School. Now, I don't know when he began to live here, but he got married to Mary Amelia MacDonald of Down Phoenix, his second wife, and they lived here, and from here until 1922. I suppose he taught about 22 years up in this school up here. He lived and walked up and down to the school and taught there. Now, I was born here the year he died in 1938. This is what it looks like here. Maybe dirty. Looks like a port in Dalman, a burial ground of maybe 5,000 years old, built maybe in Neolithic times, and the rest of it way back over there has been denuded of its stones during the years, like many other megalithic tombs that we have in the county and all over Ireland.
Yeah, so this place is always known locally, well, by local tradition anyway, as Trimlick. Probably a local pronunciation of the word Trimlick.
Dalman,
and the areas. Now, this is the entrance here, and this must have been the entrance to it here. Here were the 2 side stones here, and this is the capstone, which has collapsed. It's broken apart and collapsed over here and fell down on top of it. And probably, it's such a way that the bank has been right over the street, right over the river. Maybe this is a hold on for that. And also, you see the great bit of the rise up along here. On both sides of it, there's wet, marshy ground. This side, between that side, and there's a sort of swamp here, and here is a dry spot. It's probably stretched along the whole after this, but it was
denuded over the years.
Weather erosion and people erosion by taking stones out of it as well as that.
Yeah.
So one thing I know is probably just reducing this.
An ancient burial ground called the Crumlech.
Yes, that is fine. But it's known as Trimlick.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's a Crumlech in the strictest sense of the word.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a Crumlech.
It'll be buried somewhere.
Yes.
Behind me here is a mound of rock, or an uprising of rock, as you called Dovista Moor. O'Donovan of 1838 explains it as the Great Flat Esk of Channel, Dove Iskamore. It could be the big black water, or the bog water. Now, it could also be the big watery sandbank. Sandbank comes from a door. Well, it's not a sandbank, because it's made of rock. I don't think you agree with all that.
I went to my life on this I'm very careful in doing that. But this definitely is Dove Iskamore. In other words, the big black water. And it got its name from the bog, Possa Doviska. No, pronounced as Possa Haviska, but the name is Possa Doviska.
Yes.
The bog of the black water.
Yes.
This is the Vista Moor, named after it. The big black water, or the hill of the black water, if you like. The hill of the black water bog.
Yeah.
Definitely, he's out to the side of it when he says
Yeah.
black, whatever.
And that name would come from another name back here.
It comes from the name here of Tuck Doviska.
Doviska Bell, isn't there a
There's
Doviska?
a little mound out here that I once had called Doviska Bell.
Yeah, and this would be the Doviska Moor. Yeah.
Distinguished between the two hills.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a sediment here, sandstone.
Formed under the sea.
Now this is more like a volcanic rock, or even place of tour, that type of volcanic rock. And they have some stuff that off the sea, but definitely that looks like a volcanic formation there.
It's not a limestone.
No, that's definitely not a limestone. It looks like some sort of a sandstone, but that wouldn't be volcanic.
It's unusual that this
It
rose
might
up.
be, it might be a basalt.
Yeah.
It's
It's,
not a particular thing to find out.
yeah. It's unusual that this rose up so high above the level of the rest of the land and survives there.
Well, this is probably because of this, that it didn't rise up so high with relation to the rest of the land, is that the whole lot could be up to begin with and it all wore away. And this thing kept this here.
Ah, yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it had gone up this, it would probably have uprooted it.
Yeah.
But this thing is above here protecting it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, now that's a guess.
Yeah.
I have to check that a lot out to see what the hell it is. But it's definitely not the same type of this pattern.
Could be some kind of volcanic activity or fall from the land or something.
It might be, again, it might be some sort of folding, you know,
Yeah.
like mountain folding.
Yeah.
You know, that shoved it up. But this thing is definitely this cap off is different to the rest of it. You could quarry that back there.
Right.
People were very much afraid of this place long ago. They said there were fairies here and they didn't know what. They were terrified of it. And yet, in spite of that, there was somebody at some stage built a fence right across the top of it. He was talking to the way down and some of the rocks were using it.
Yeah.
And going out there, he was talking to one way out the first side out there.
Yeah.
Also, so they weren't afraid of that afraid of it, whoever did it. Now, down below here you can see Creevagh village. The road coming number 2, all the houses. This is the place called Creevagh, which we had before, and then back here to the left. Over where the catch area is, now you see the catch now. It's covered up now, it goes up to the place. There's a bit of a still open here in the Breddie land still. But there was never much going taken with that. It was mostly taken out of patch over land, the far side, which is now microwave.
Yeah.
It's now covered up at the moment. Now this small hill out here is called the Doviska Bell. Well, I heard the one called the Doviska Bell in other words, a small Doviska.
The small black.
hill, small Blackwater hill.
Yeah.
if you like.
Yeah.
And this thing here, this low lying place in the middle with the sort of rushes and brain coming through, this was known as Puffin Doviska, the Blackwater bog. This I believe gives name to both the Doviska Bell and the Doviska Water behind it.
Yeah.
Because the water in there was exceptionally black.
And very swampy too in winter time,
Oh,
isn't it?
well, even now you go to your
Yeah.
your
Eyeballs in it, yes.
go to your
Yeah. So this mound behind us would be named after this Doviska
I
bell.
believe the mound behind us was named after this
Doviska
Blackwater
bell.
bog here. we call it.
Because there's no water behind us here or
There's
anything
no,
else.
absolutely no one that could bring it up in buckets.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Behind me here is Creevagh School. I think the teachers started work there in 1901. Teachers and pupils left West Lacan School that was over here and they moved into the new school in Creevagh behind me. John McGurn was the principal and he lived down there. He taught here until 1922. Mrs. Catherine Hegarty was probably here too, I'm not so sure. Between 1911 and 1950, her daughter, Mary Ann Tighe, taught here in the school. John McGurn resigned in 1922 and from 1922 until 1926, Anthony Murphy of Kilbride and Margaret Curduff from Rossport, I think, taught here. And then in 1926, Liam Quinn was principal here and Margaret Curduff from Rossport, the assistant. Later she became, I think, Mrs. John Mahedy of Nasbaha and walked across the mountains way back in the background here to school and home each day. Now, I'm not so sure who came after that. After Liam Quinn here came Michael Miles. He taught in Cooney.
First name, but he was Miles, isn't he?
Yeah,
He taught here for a while. And after him, after Miles, Dennis Horton.
yeah. He was here for a long
He
time.
was here for a long time. They went to him with that.
Yeah.
When he left, Eamon Devlin came. He only stayed a year.
Yeah.
After he left, I went to Calamore School that time. Seamus Munley came.
He did, yeah. He was from Killala.
He was from Killala. I was he from Puntinary then.
Killala.
Killala.
Yeah.
After Seamus Munley, I think the next one that stuck it was Miss Maureen Brennan.
Yeah.
And she stuck it until she retired there a few years ago.
Yeah.
Mrs. Mahady was teaching along here.
You left out Tom Duffin. He was in.
Oh, that's right. Tom Duffin was after Seamus Munley.
Yeah.
And he was here a few years.
Yeah.
How many years he left? But he was here for a few years.
He left when he went to Tourmakeedy, I think, and he got involved in the knitting and woolen industry.
I don't know if he's still teaching or not.
I think he
He called
practiced
back
in.
here to see me a couple of years ago. He used to live down there in the house I'm
Yeah.
living in now.
Yeah.
And he called back to see you there a few years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't know who you were.
And then Miss Brennan came, and after that, were the clerical
Well,
students.
no. When Miss Brennan left, next to the person in the Hale present teacher.
Yeah.
And there's a Mrs. Robertson teaching there now at the present time.
Yeah. Now,
She
the
taught us in between. She did something here from
Yeah.
in between.
the longest member that served the community here, I think, was,
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, Mrs. Mahady.
yeah,
Taught 3 generations of our family. She taught my father, she taught me, and she taught my son David.
yeah,
And that's our difference.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She came from Rockport,
He came from us.
and her
All
name,
relations are still back there in Rockport.
Yeah. yeah. Was she brother of Hale?
She was related to him.
Relative, yeah.
No, I don't think she may be, I don't think she was a sister. She was a cousin. She was a cousin.
She couldn't be a brother.
Rockport is full of suburbs.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
over the place.
yeah. Creevagh School. There's an ancient stone down there on the
There was stone here at the
base of the wall.
Here,
Yeah.
Now, it's turned upside down. Why it's turned upside down, we don't know, but I suppose it's confused and why. Now, the thing that says Creevagh National School, 1895.
Yeah.
I'm told that stone was up on the school, somewhere on the school, on the roof. And there was stones on it at one stage, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
It got removed in some repairs that was in one of the schools, and
Well,
somebody somehow built it in there upside down. We don't know.
yeah, he could probably read it rightly when he left it down. She was standing on the inside.
Maybe he wasn't an Irish person there when he put it down.
Yeah. On the right, Creevagh. Now, you got something there, sir.
No, it's to believe that I'm told this is the last remaining artifact of this old Creevagh Chapel that Father Trent.
Yeah.
This is his order. I'm told this is his order anyway.
Yeah.
It's well, the top of it is a factory made job, all right, but it's welded onto a bar that was made in the forge. The auger itself was made in the forge.
Yeah.
This is welded onto it here. It was again forge welded onto a bar. This is hammered flat and made formed out in the forge.
Yeah.
This is the last remaining of this. The only one.
Vestige of it too. And he lived in this cottage
in
down,
that cottage down there.
occupied now by Hale.
Valley.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Isn't to move the tower this way. However,
We do that one. This one is even older. This one I got from Anna Linda Weston. And this one I reckon is even older than that. This was completely made in the forge, hammered out from a square bar. You can see here where the head of it was made, to come from the factory made, to come in the forge and hammered down. The bar was hammered out flat, and then it was twisted, put in the rice and twisted like it's still hot. It was a good job done on this one.
Yeah.
And the Linda Weston gave me this for a little still alive.
that would be made from making casts.
Yes, it would be
Long
before
hole.
this with the modern tool that's called the brace. That's now used mostly for board and timber. These were used, and this would be made for board. It would be made for used for making cast. So you had to bore a hole in.
That was the other answer that then changed his mind.
Yeah. He gave me that one before he died, yeah, that time. But, that's what those handles said in it.
Now, this is the
This is just the boundary now of Flint. Well, it's like Lakin Maiden, but it's the southern boundary of Flint on the Acres, Creevagh Park, that's stone wall. And then it's stretched all the way down along here, down by the sea. As you follow it down, when you come to that fair stone wall on the horizon down here again, there's another Tighe Parker. This is Creevagh village itself. So that's another view now of the northern wall of Flint on the Acres, yeah, Creevagh Park. That's all the way down there. That's right. They say Flynn got it off you. Well, it must be old Flynn, or not you. I got it from you, because there were two Flynns in it.
More than 100 acres here, isn't
Now,
there?
there's more than 100 acres there. There was more than 100 acres in that, but of course, they had a rough way of reckoning acres in those days when their landlords were measuring them. They just, all the measurements were in favour of the landlord anyway.
And you can have a look at the southern boundary, and these two houses here are inside in that
They're 100 acres, that's right. Also the school wall. The school wall is another part of the boundary there, the southern boundary.
Yeah. This is Tullamore Hole
Oh,
Lap,
Lapa.
the Flagbrook Hole,
That's right. Big blowhole on the side book.
down from Scrape. Tullamore looking out to sea. And that's Scrape there, south of it. And this is where Tullamore is. Looking out to sea.
This is not Creevagh Ward, this big plate out here. It's Creevagh, I don't know if Creevagh means big Barney or not.
It's kind of a limpet or a kind of a periwinkle or one of them.
Well, a limpet, supposed to grow very big limpets down there.
Yeah.
And this is you can see Tighe hatching standing above on the very top of that. They bring their young ones out there to train them to swim after they hatch them out here. We'll see what it is now in a few minutes.
Yeah.
And we'll have young seals there in the summer.
Right.
This is the channel here now coming into Tullamore
Behind
down
it.
Lapa, for the one we saw there a few minutes ago.
Behind
This is
it.
the channel that supplies us with water coming right in here under it.
Yeah.
There's no way down on that straight. They used to go down with ropes one time. They said they used to go down in here. In this
So what
part.
are they looking for that time?
Oh, they suppose themselves. And then used to go down for some brae man and all the rest of it.
Oh, down
There
there.
was a story told about a flag group woman that had her husband down there. There was some place there was a clip on and there was a barking driven here where they set down the rope. She's supposed to have let the husband down fishing. She went home and had a child for herself and came back again and pulled them up.
And pull them up.
And pulled them up.
Yeah.
There was no life woman.
Yeah.
But he used to, he went down, they used to go down here on rope.
Tie it up to a stick or a buck on
Well,
if
they
you
used to have a
call it.
horse here. They used to use a horse there, I believe, for pulling up shells. Creevagh shells. It's a straight shell from a new in those days.
For the land.
For the land. And they used to straight them down there, bring them around here and put them in a creel. And they had some sort of gantry rigged up here. And they used to have a horse, they drive them inland there and to pull up the creel here, up some sort of a pulley.
Yeah.
Some sort of gadget they had rigged up. But down here they used to go this way.
How long ago, you don't know?
Well,
100
I
years?
suppose shells were scraped back in the early 1900s.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Full bottom. And that's it on war.
Okay, now that big plate over there that we just saw a minute ago, that's it from war from a different angle. In the angle here, this side of it, the last photograph, that's full bottom. Now, and this top, this thing here that you see below is this flag sticking out, this is the top of Breddie. As far near to Greenland as you can get. Because there's nothing else out there, we're past the top of Donegal now at this stage.
Breddie.
The top of Breddie.
Must have been named after some ancient Irish tribe.
More than likely, I'd say this is one of the hangouts for, in ancient times, just like the Born of Bring and the like of that. But
Well, Ivra, Eva, and Harawan.
I don't know, I haven't tried to break that one down.
Yeah.
Maybe it made me think that. But this like the spot where the people like to see another like a little camp in long time
Yeah.
by looking
The
at
ancient Irish tribe.
You can see why, because you can see the baddies coming from that. Oh, by the way, that's on Patrick's head.
Another view of Ivra.
Right. Now, this thing, the place here below us is called Creevagh.
The Black Rock.
The black rock, well, Creevagh, the black wind and the black.
I think it's a black.
Creevagh, it's a black rock anyway, it's covered in that. And the place over beyond, where the jumbled rock there over in that here, that's called Creevagh.
Three more.
Yeah, there's a lot of chicken from pork and bean and the like of that happens. And the high thing over the top, or the very top of that, that's being war, Creevagh head.
Yeah.
And this view of it from here.
Yeah.
Now, out there, Ron, you're right, there, but it's a tide now, is a place, is a rock that's called Breddie. It's a lump of rock sticking up out of the sea. No, if the sea wasn't so calm, you see the sea breaking on it.
And just
Out down in the other sister anyway, there's a flat rock that's called Tustin. Supposed to be the cake that's thrown out on the scale left after him when he was on the way from Finnecool longer. It's still there, a big flat rock in the other sister. And the boat is outside, was Breddie, the one that he was supposed to have some Thailand in.
Yeah.
Okay. And the highest cliff in the distance, this has been dead before, that's been war on the top of Creevagh Head.
This is one of the many rivers running down. Down there is Gilmore, isn't it? Tighe. Yeah. Yeah.
And this place here, behind me, where these stones are, you can see it.
The mound of stones.
All the stones here, the place that has a big stone, kind of cottage there, it's supposed to be a cottage that is there, see something in here. He was supposed to be here, and it's canard, here on the cliff, and he had a pipe cut off from the rest of the animals.
And the yeoman came on him, on horseback. Now the yeoman had a musket, but he had a problem too because he had no ammunition for the musket.
Yeah.
But the poor old copy didn't know this, and the yeoman presented the musket to him, and he told him, as he handed over the pike, he says he'd give him amnesty or whatever. So the copy handed over the pike, and as soon as the yeoman got it, he turned it down and he stuck him with it. And that's he's supposed to be buried here.
He's supposed to be buried here.
The moral of the story is don't trust the yeoman if you have to meet him on horseback.
Yeah. Yeah. There was the cottage grave here. Yeah. Down on the Creevagh. Down on the Creevagh cliff. Yeah. This would be after the 1798 rebellion.
1798, so massive rebellion was supposed to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the men from the wagon, the men from the wagon are from this area.
Spring War.
This is Bing War from the west. Creevagh Head. And this place in here, this name left to see is known as Unabinya.
Unabinya.
Unabinya. The cave of the dam and the cave of the head.
Creevagh Head.
That's Creevagh Head, yeah, from the west.
This is Bing War here. Creevagh Head. And out here is the giant slip or Layman War.
This sea track behind us here is called Layman War, or the giant leap, or the giant leap as it's known locally. It's supposed to have been thrown out on a Tighe. They took it loose from the cliff here when he was running from Finnecool long ago. He got here.
When he jumped off the cliff,
He jumped off the cliff and brought that to the shore.
he brought that with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sea track that's been 50 language.
Cut off by
Cut
the
off by the sea from the
mainland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stopped around.
Yeah.
That's it. You know?
The giant slip.
Giant leap.
Tradition has it.
This is what it's called, never was called. Put the giant drag.
Now, Spring War and the giant slip, and here is a stone fort called Tighe, one time resident of Finnecool. Tradition has it.
View Tighe from the south looking north and toward the sea.
Place called Tighe. Here it's been advertised and advertised here in Creevagh. It's supposed to be one main habitation of Finnecool.
A great stone fort.
A big stone fort, in ancient times, a big round fort in ancient times. Now, it's supposed to be in Finnecool had its famous encounter with thrown out on its Tighe.
Yes.
That story can be told somewhere else, but this is supposed to be the encounter was supposed to take place here in Creevagh.
Yeah.
This is supposed to
One of the connections with Finn and the Fianna in this area.
well, there's a fair good chance we have some of the references from here and there. The Creevagh Street, I think that probably
Battle fought on the strand.
fought on the strand, and also here and King War was a good spot for them to have one of their summer camps anywhere else. So they're supposed to be on the
Tighe. That stone there, we are told, Matt, is the only way.
The entrance to the
Could also be a grave of somebody.
we have no evidence to say that it was a barrier, but we're told it was the main entrance to the fort.
Some of the stones are what they used in this stone fort.
The
spins on the deck. It's like that wall there now. Oh, it's not.
Oh. There isn't spins on the deck. Yeah. Clyde Foster here.
Like Foster, no, that's the other side.
That's spins on the deck from here.
On the other side.
Called
This was the northern boundary of St. Under Baker, the northern boundary of Creevagh Farm.
Clyde Pasture.
Clay Pasture. Well, this is place called Bunna Clay Pasture.
Yeah.
And this place here was Clay Pasture, the northern boundary was Creevagh Farm.
Creevagh Pasture. Creevagh Pasture is 100 acres belonging to
Supposed to be 100 acres, but it was more than 100 acres.
belonging to Flynn.
Yeah,
That's this
Flynn,
Flynn.
this is it.
Yeah. All this land up here. Yafataro. The slate of the bull, or the rock of the bull. The bull's rock.
Bull's Flag.
Yeah, that's right. And over there beyond it is Poloparo.
Same over time.
Poloparo. Yeah, Father, that's covered there now. Goes away out in the low tide. Yeah, something.
Yeah, just straight this way there. That's that country. Okay?
Look at God, yeah. That's Yakad over there.
See the tide run on there now.
Yeah,
See the way it runs on.
Over there is a pump house, built on top of the gas.
It's been kind of well, there's always known as Southern Gas.
And you have as a mythological
I have a
story.
good story, and there's a lot, we didn't bother thinking of it, but anyway. There was supposed to be a man long years ago, then that there was a pot of gold there beside Southern Gas. This is how the well was supposed to have got its name. And we had to get, there was conditions involved.
We went out a few times,
We went
didn't we?
about it 3 times. You had to come about it 3 times before there was what way we went again. So we went about it 3 times. And there were 2 conditions. We had to have a black cat to feed to the pig. The
12 white serpent.
The 12 white, the priest to go who was the fellow that was protecting the pot of gold.
Right.
And we had to have a priest. No, I'm not saying it was the parish priest. We had to have a priest to feed the cat to give the cat to the pig. And apparently when the priest was eating the cat, he was supposed to be able to make off with the pot of gold.
Pot of gold.
Anyway, to stop the story as much as possible, because I get sick of it. He waited, he decided the best time to dig for was when people were going to mass, locally. So he waited a Sunday morning, the people were going to mass. He dug down, came on the flag that was covered in the paste and the pot, and he lifted the flag. When he lifted the flag, the first man to take the accused was the priest, cat and all, was off down the field with him. The poor man had to lay his flag down again, go after the priest and the cat and the lot, and round them up, bring them back to the well, and then go to work again. And at this stage, as he was lifting the flag, he had the thought of people coming home from mass. He had to cover up the lot and bail out. And when he came back again, he decided he'd dig it that night. He came back again that night to dig it. He came back to figure out. End of story.
There was no crack of gold.
No, only a pot of gold. Pot of figure.
Yeah.
Now, there wasn't a wicked village up there, that I know for sure.
Sean Kelly here talks about the evicted village in the background around Tabernacle. This is Sean Langan of Creevagh. And Creevagh was in the old parish of Kilcummin. He was a member of the IRA and thought he was a commandant of the IRA. And here he is in full battle dress. This photograph was probably taken by a professional photographer, Leonard from Lahadon. John Lyon was the commandant in the IRA. Lives in Ratlachen. Townland. Coming from Rath and Lachen, the fourth of Lachen, or the fourth on the hillside. And this is what it looks like. Long townland extending from west to east from the sea. There's the Atlantic Ocean out there. This is the pier in Lacken, built around 1886. Lacken Chapel. I don't exactly know what that one is. And here's the southern boundary here. And there will be the fort Kilwee, the fort which gives Lacken its name. And there's the village over at Lacken, called the city sometimes. And there's the